Well, I figured today would be a good day to come out here and go through this pile here and organize my scrap a little bit. Most of it's just steel, but I'm sure there's some aluminum and maybe a little stainless in there that I can weed out. But what I'm going to do is take all the steel and I'm going to actually stuff it, I think, in the shell of this 97 Buick here. So when that gets hauled away, it'll just be full of steel. I can make a little money. I don't have any plans of scrapping it out just yet, but I figure I might as well do this now when there's no bugs, no bees. It's nice outside, and have it ready to go when I need to scrap it. Well, I'm starting to whittle away at my pile here. It used to be a lot bigger. And I found a little bit of aluminum. Normally I wouldn't even bother. I might bother for like the bumper there, but pop cans are no big deal. And to my surprise, I did find a little bit of copper wiring. And there's a steering column back here with some wiring in it, which I didn't think I had back here. And I can see a little bit of aluminum left over there, but not a whole lot. Normally I probably wouldn't even bother going through the pile, but since I'm moving it anyway, I figured what the heck. And I did find a tiny bit of stainless piles over there, but nothing really to write home about. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and finish this up, and then I'm gonna have to punch holes in these gas tanks. They ain't no good, but I don't think they'll take them when they're not punctured. They may not take them at all, I don't know. And then strip down some of this aluminum stuff. There's a few pieces with metal in it, like this bumper here. I gotta take the metal chunks off and we'll be good there. And I think I'm gonna leave the bigger stuff I don't want to carry over just on that pile right there for now. Almost done with this pile anyway. I've got a couple more. Well, I think I'm done for the day. I got most of this pile cleaned up and found a little stainless. I got more of that over there, and got a wee bit of aluminum. It's not much, but it's more than I thought I had, considering I thought I got rid of all my non-ferrous last year, and to find all that in that little pile, that's decent. This stuff I'm gonna leave alone, I think, and just throw that on a trailer whenever I get ready to scrap the steel. I wonder if that's chrome plastic or what. I'll have to look into it, but pile's pretty much gone. Did find a little copper. I'll have to prepare some of that, strip the steel out of it. And I got my my little car loaded up pretty good here. So when I get rid of this, it'll be ready to go. I got room for plenty more, but I got more piles that I can fill with it. So yeah, there's plenty of room for more in there. Now these, I hate these bed springs. They're weigh nothing, and they just hook on everything and they get in the way and they take up space. But I wouldn't even bother with them, but they're just laying here, and I don't want to have them laying here. Pain in my ass. But there's that scrap. A little bit more work to do, I think. Maybe sometime tomorrow. Then I got a couple of cast iron stoves over there I got to get rid of one of these days. I got to poke holes in the gas tanks, get rid of them. I think I've got a pile of aluminum around this way. Well, there's my doors. I'm saving those for parts because I drive a lot of Buicks. And I got a little bit of aluminum back there I got to sort through, make sure it's, mostly aluminum. And then when I get real ambitious, I got to sort through this dog. Can't even see it back here because the branch is broken off, but that thing is full of scrap. I haven't even sorted it. I just threw it in there, so there might be some valuables in there. But that's enough for today. I think I'm gonna shower and go eat something. Well, I've gone ahead and I've pretty much cleaned out this car. I gotta still grab that out of there, but got most of the stuff out, and I've gone ahead and I've thrown all the just scrap tin over here in the Rabbit, and I'll drive it over to the other car. And I found a little bit of non-ferrous stuff in there, a lot of aluminum. I found some stainless steel, high-grade stainless. What else we got up here? These things I gotta bust apart. These are high-value circuit boards. They've got these little brown deals. Apparently they're worth money, these boards. And then of course they've got gold contacts. These are from mostly hard drives. That one's not, but I gotta tear them apart because they're worth a little bit of money, and I'll throw them up in a stack. I found a big copper tube I didn't know was in there. And really interesting thing is I had all these punch down blocks that I had got somewhere, and you know, I looked at them, and they're, you know, sort of hefty, but they don't look like any kind of high value metal. So I just threw them in the pile, thinking they were, you know, whatever they were made out of. They're not aluminum. But I went ahead and I just on a whim I stuck a magnet to it, and it don't stick. And I searched online a little bit, and it seems that they are made of either copper or brass, all these little things, and they're coated in, I believe the guy thought they were coated out of silver, but I'm not sure. But anyway, these weigh, I don't know, maybe a pound, 2 pounds, I don't know. They're not too bad. Some of them are thicker than others. See if I can find a thin one. But I mean, that's a lot of copper or brass or whatever I was gonna toss out with the regular sheet tin, so I'm glad I found that out. But now I think this one's pretty much emptied. I'll take the scrap over the other side, and I'll be pretty much done. Well, I finished separating out all my old punch down blocks, except for this one, and I got 3 coffee cans filled to the brim with these little metal deals, and they look like they're copper on the inside, but I'm guessing that they're some sort of alloy, like maybe some form of brass. But that's a pretty good deal, I think. I got about 35-40 pounds of these things, so if I can even get just brass prices, you know, at right around $2 a pound, 35-40 pounds, that'll get me 70-80 bucks. It all depends on what they'll pay me for them, because they are plated and they're not something that people take in a lot, I don't think. But I'm sure glad I pulled them out of the regular tin pile, though. So I'll have to put these up, split this one up and bring it over. I weighed this one and it weighs about a pound, so that's what they weigh about each piece. So a little bit of that's plastic though. But when I go to scrap, I'll have a little more in my pocket, I think.